Welcome to the Explainer. So, if you've ever looked at the code an AI spits out and felt a little skeptical, you are definitely not alone. But today we're going to bust the myth that AI automatically means low quality. We're going to show you a whole new way to think about building software, a way that actually uses AI to hit a level of excellence that honestly just wasn't possible before. So here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll talk about the real quality problem we've been stuck with for years. Then, we'll get into the exploration advantage that AI now gives us. From there, we'll define a brand new way to work called software as a search. And finally, and this is the most important part, we'll talk about your crucial new role as the ultimate quality gate. All right, let's dive right in. Section 1. The real quality problem. We've got to start by taking apart a really common idea that's holding a lot of us back.
You hear this all the time, right? The idea that AI code is just full of bugs, it's insecure, it's not ready for prime time. And look, you absolutely need to be the human in the loop, no question. But focusing only on that first draft the AI gives you, that's like judging a car by its unpainted frame. It totally misses the bigger picture.
Yeah, writing good prompts matters. That's just the entry fee. But the real game changer isn't about getting the AI to write one perfect piece of code on the first try. It's about the completely new process this technology unlocks, a way of working that was, frankly, impossible until now.
And this slide just nails it. The biggest quality problem in software was never just about bugs. It's that we so often build the wrong thing entirely. See, traditional development is so expensive and so slow, we really only get one shot. You pick a direction and you just pray it's the right one. But what if you could explore 10 different directions at the same time?
Okay, Section 2. The exploration advantage. For decades, the biggest thing stopping us from achieving amazing quality wasn't a lack of good ideas. It was that we just couldn't afford to try them.
Exactly. We don't build the right thing because we can't afford to experiment. I mean, can you imagine asking your team to work for weeks on a new feature, and then you come in and say, "That's great work, guys. Now throw it all away and build it again, but in a totally different way just so we can compare the two." You'd be laughed out of the room. It's just unthinkable.
And this is where the economics of building software just get completely turned on their head. Exploring a new feature idea, that might cost a human team thousands, maybe tens of thousands of dollars. With AI labor, that same exploration can cost $5. This isn't a small improvement. This is a fundamental change in how we're able to create things.
So what makes this all possible? It comes down to this new equation. AI gives you speed and scale, sure, but its real superpower, the thing no human has, is that it's completely egoless. It doesn't get defensive about its code, it doesn't get burned out, and it will never, ever get mad at you for asking it to throw its work in the trash and start from scratch.
This unlocks the most powerful, most radical concept of all: throwaway work. The ability to build, test, and then just discard entire features, not because it was a failure, but because it was a super cheap way to learn something valuable. This is the moment we stop just building what we think is right, and we start discovering what's actually best.
Section 3. Software as a search. So, this power to explore and throw things away without any real cost, it leads to a whole new way of looking at software engineering. Let's make this really concrete. Say we're building a new expense tracker dashboard. The old way, we'd spend weeks building one version. Now, watch this.
So here's the big mental shift you have to make. Your job isn't just about building anymore. It's about being the leader of a search party. You define the problem, and then you unleash teams of AI agents to go explore every possible solution. For our expense tracker, your prompt isn't "build me a dashboard." It's "generate 5 totally different but fully working expense tracker dashboards. Go be creative, surprise me." And the process just flows from there. In minutes, you don't get one solution, you get 5 working prototypes. Maybe the first one is a clean, standard dashboard. The second one uses AI to detect weird spending automatically. A third one is gamified, giving you badges for saving money. The fourth is for teams with collaboration features, and the fifth is super minimalist for your phone. Suddenly, you have a menu of real working options to choose from.
You know what's so cool about this? This isn't just some neat developer trick. This is a core principle of the world's highest quality standards, like ISO 9001. What you're doing here is evidence-based decision-making in its purest form. You're not guessing based on a mock-up anymore. You're making choices based on multiple real working versions. You're also doing what they call risk-based thinking. By trying lots of paths, you massively reduce the risk of picking the wrong one.
So, if the AI is out there exploring, doing all this work, what does that mean for you? Where do you fit into all of this? This is maybe the most important part of the whole thing.
Let me be super clear. You are not being replaced. You are being promoted. Your value isn't in laying the bricks anymore. It's in being the architect. You're moving out of the assembly line and into the control room. Your brain, your experience, your critical thinking, your gut feeling, that becomes the ultimate quality gate. You're the one who looks at those 5 dashboards and makes the tough calls. You're the one who says, okay, the anomaly detection from version 2 is brilliant, we need that. The UI from version 1 is way cleaner. That gamification stuff, get rid of it. It's not right for our users. You provide the judgment, and then you task the AI to merge the best parts into one superior solution. And that is the key takeaway. True, world-class software quality doesn't come from just polishing one single idea until it's perfect. It comes from having the freedom to explore the entire universe of what's possible, and then using your uniquely human wisdom to pick the absolute best path. That is the AI quality revolution. So, the real question is, what are you going to discover?